Hello and welcome back to Vegas Aces live stream. My name is Heather Ferris and I will be your host for the day. On today's live stream, we will be discussing the beginner's guide to inventing a new table game. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, suggestions, anything like that, please put it in the chat and we will talk about it at the end of the show. Now, before we get started, I just want to remind you to subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you're always notified of our latest videos and live streams. If you're new to this channel and this is your first time here, my name is Heather Ferris and I am the founder of Vegas Aces, vegas-aces.com. I'm also an adjunct professor at UNLV, a content creator, consultant, and I've been involved in the casino industry for over 15 years. I created Vegas Aces to help people learn how to play and deal casino table games. And as a way to give back to our community, we offer a free dealing trade school where we help place dealers at no cost. Now, on with the show. Okay, so beginner's guide to inventing a new table game. When coming up with an idea for a table game, you want to keep it simple but not boring. If it takes longer than 30 seconds to explain, then it's too complicated. You want it to be easy to understand, but also you still want to have the ability to grab the player's attention and keep it for long periods of time. Now, the more complicated the game is, the less likely it will be the casino will install it. So remember, when you're explaining the game, try to keep it under 30 seconds. Now, KISS works great when creating a table game. If you guys don't remember KISS, one of my favorite sayings, keep it simple, silly. We'll say silly. So remember to keep it simple but not boring. Now, you want to offer the player an experience. It's good for the player to have an emotional investment in the game. And you could typically do that with, payouts, odds, prizes, bonuses, rewards, compounding bonuses, and multipliers. Now, I heard a really, really great quote that I'm going to repeat to you guys. And it's perfect for this. If I fool my customers, they'll hate me and they'll never return. But if I give them a chance to fool themselves, they'll love it and they'll come back for more. Well, it's exactly the same way when you're inventing a new casino table game. And for our viewers out there, for the people who are watching, thank you for watching. Second, if you like this video and you want to help support Vegas Aces, please remember to tip your dealer, and now you can with Super Chat. Super Chat is a way YouTube allows you to show your appreciation by tipping me any amount you want. Go ahead, give it a try, or show your support by becoming a member of our Patreon page. We have several different levels and rewards for you to choose from. Any membership level counts, even $1, so please go join today. And remember, if you guys have any questions about this, any comments, any suggestions, please put it in the chat. And I'll go over what you guys are saying in the chat at the end of the video. Now, as we continue on, remember to stay away from ideas that involve expensive custom equipment. Also, stay away from stuff that involves custom cards or large setups. You want to stick with the typical casino equipment. So you want to be able to use the normal standard 52 card deck instead of creating a whole new deck for yourself. And the reason why is because the casino doesn't want to have to basically get new cards in every week. It adds to their order. It adds to the amount of money that they have to spend per month. And that's not something that they're interested in doing. If they're already getting these cards in, they want to use the cards that they already have instead of getting new cards or basically custom cards. Now, I understand that it's easier to patent the game if you have a piece of custom equipment. However, when selling the game to the casino, the inventor will have a much easier time if they supply that equipment at their own cost. So if you are, let's say, creating a table game, and you need to roll the dice somehow. So, for example, on Pai Gow Poker, you know how they have the little gold cup, and you shake the dice. Okay, so let's say, for example, you had to use a little gold cup like that. If you were the inventor, you would have to supply this gold cup to the casino that is hosting your game. So that's like a cost that you want to keep in mind when you're thinking of like how much this is going to cost you to create a new table game. That would be something that the inventor would have to supply the casino. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. We have 2 super chats. $5 from Domestic. Treats for Pip, please. I will definitely give Pip those treats. Thank you very much. We have to, I have to get her some treats. And Rocky, $2 as well. Keep it simple and silly. Thank you guys so much for that. Let's give Pip her treats real quick before we continue. Let's see. Pip, come here. Come here, baby. There you go. We got Pippi here. And she is all clean. Just got a shower and everything. So thank you guys very, very much for those super chat perks. Now, as we continue, if it's a one-time thing, so for example, if it's not custom cards, if it's like what I was describing before, where it was a gold cup that you would use it to shake the dice and everything, that would be a one-time thing. So if it's a one-time thing, the inventor would supply that to the casino, and that would be taken care of, and you wouldn't have to worry about that again unless they lost it or it was damaged. But if it's custom cards again is something that they're going to have to be getting over and over and over again, and that's going to be a cost to the casino, and that's not exactly something the casino wants. So, okay, one more. There we go. Thank you again for the super chat. Let's put you down. Hi. There you go. And thank you again for that. Really do appreciate it. Now, as we were continuing on, let's see. So, in fact, when going through the process, a table game inventor can actually spend tens of thousands of dollars developing their game. And they can easily spend upward of $100,000 before the game ever hits the casino floor. Now, a lot of people don't realize this. They think it's going to be like 5,000, maybe 10,000 at the most. But there's a lot involved when it comes to inventing a table game. So besides the math, you actually have to have someone do the math for you. That costs money. You have to have a big corporation like BMM or GLI do the math for you. That itself is thousands and thousands of dollars. When you go through and do the gaming control board, you're going to have to give them an application fee. You're going to have to pay them, and that's thousands of dollars as well. There's a lot involved when it comes to creating a table game and actually putting it out on the casino floor. Now, it's also normal, besides hiring a mathematician to do your math, you're also going to need to hire a marketing company as well, because this is just like a product that you would put out in a grocery store. You need someone to market it for you. So all of this is going to be cost that the inventor is going to have to take up. Another thing is they're going to need a lawyer, to do the paperwork for them, the patent, trademark, anything like that, copyright, just everything that they need. So that's another team member that they have to add. And it's also normal for the table game inventor, or the invention, I should say, to go through several different revisions before it's ready for the casino. And again, this can all add up. So it's like when you're writing something, you don't submit your first draft. That's not how it works. You know, there has to be revisions. Again, back to our viewers real fast. If you guys like this video and you want to help support Vegas Aces, then one of the ways you could do so is by going to vegas-aces.com and clicking on one of our affiliate banners. When you sign up for an account through an affiliate link from our website, then our website gets a small commission for this. And also, too, if you ever have any problems, if you ever have any disputes, if you ever need anything, email me at heather@vegas-aces.com, and I am here for you and will help you out. Okay, so actually going through the process of inventing a table game. The first step that you are going to do is brainstorm the idea. So step one, brainstorm the idea. And you want to write down everything. Do a total mental dump on a piece of paper and write down everything you could possibly think of. Good, bad, it doesn't matter. Just write down everything. And then after you've gotten all of that out, you're going to filter out your bad ideas and keep your good ones. From your good ones, you're going to pick which one you think has the best chance, or which one you like the most. What do you think would be the best game? And then start with that one. So step number 2 is, on a large piece of construction paper, you're going to draw a life-size version of the game. Now, if you need any construction paper, you could find it in a link in the description below, so check that out. But also, too, a typical casino table is about 56 inches across, or 4.75 feet across, and 36 inches wide, or about 3 feet wide. And there are typically around 5 to 6 spots for the players per table. And that's for the people to bet on. Now, again, if you need construction paper, you could check out the link in the description below. Step number 3, after you've drawn a rough draft on your construction paper of how you want your layout to look like, go ahead and play the game either by yourself or with friends and see what it's like. See, you know, do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you want to change some things? Are there some things you didn't think about? When actually playing the game, especially with friends, because your friends will ask you questions that you didn't even think about, like, oh, I should have thought about that. So that's really good to actually play the game. Now, step number 4 is, as you play the game, write down the precise steps for how to both play and deal the table game. And these instructions are going to be really, really important later on. So make sure you write down how to both play and deal the casino table game. The longer you play your game, the more scenarios you'll come across, and the more things you'll need to make a decision about. So it's really, really good to play for a while. Now, after many, many written drafts, you will finally feel that you have a solid instruction manual for how to both play and deal your new casino table game. So once you have that, it's time to move on to step number 5. And this is where we start getting into the nitty-gritty of it. This is step number 5, is when you start your LLC. So starting an LLC, this is to protect you. Inventing a table game is the same as starting a business. This business venture, you're creating your product. You know, you're not necessarily putting your product in a grocery store to sell, but it's pretty close to that. And just like you would when creating a product, you have to go through the steps of actually creating your business, around that. And creating an LLC will protect you in case anything happens. It'll protect you financially and everything. So inventing a table game is a business venture, and it must be handled as such. If anything happens and the invention were to flop, you want your business to absorb the losses, not you. So this is one of the many reasons why you need to hire a lawyer, which brings me to my next step, step number 6, hire a good team. You're going to need a good team surrounding you in order to get your product off the ground level and into a casino. So hiring a team, inventing a table game basically is like I said before, you're inventing a product. Let's just say a ketchup bottle, for example, and you're going to put that ketchup bottle in the grocery store. Well, to get that bottle in the grocery store, you need a marketing team, you need a lawyer, you need an accountant, you need a mathematician, you need all of these people to get you where you need to be. Now, just so you guys know, Vegas Aces is a marketing company for table game inventors. We help bring your idea to life. We create custom designed professional table layouts, rack cards, custom equipment, lollipop signs, promotional videos, websites, and print advertising. If you want a quote, if you want any, if you have any questions, if you want answers, let me know. Email me at heather@vegas-aces.com. We are here for you and we will help you through the process. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. If you have any comments, suggestions, anything like that, put it in the chat. We will get to that shortly. Also, too, while we're at it, Vegas Aces is supported by viewers like you. Donations make it possible for us to bring you these videos for free. If you think this video is worth more than $0, please donate the amount you feel it's worth by clicking the link in the description below. Okay, so onward. Now, remember what I said about how you're going to want to do multiple drafts. You're not going to want to turn in the first draft. Well, that's the next section. Revisions are key. So when an author writes a book, they don't give the publisher their first draft. Same thing happens when you're inventing a table game. When drawing out your table, you might make adjustments here or there. And when playing the game, a friend may think of a question that you didn't think about. And now you have to adjust a few things. When you pitch your game to the casino manager, he might say no. However, you could get him to change his mind if you do this or that, or make these changes, or whatever it is. It's a whole process. And during that process, your game is going to make multiple revisions. So it's really important not to get married to your very first idea. And that sometimes hurts inventors, is their very first initial idea they absolutely love and they're completely married to, and they refuse to change or make it better. And then they don't know why casinos don't want their game in the casino. It's because they didn't make those changes. So don't be married to your idea. Now, even after your game is in the casino and players are playing it, you might notice that things need to be changed in order to make it better. Again, don't be dead set on version 1. You're going to have to make changes all throughout the process, even after it's in the casino. So you will give yourself a headache if you try to go through this whole process fighting the changes and trying to keep it the same. So don't give yourself the headache. Now, remember, revisions are the stairway to success. Every time you change something for the better, you are taking one more step to achieve your goal. Okay, so again, if you guys have any comments, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. I will answer it at the end of this video. Really quick, if you guys haven't already, check out my website, vegas-aces.com. We just updated it. We have 2 new articles on there. Well, 1 article, 1 survey. The article is on how to choose the best game in the casino. So go check that out. Good article. Another thing is the surveys. I'm really interested I'm really interested in the surveys. I want you to be interested in the surveys too. We went around to all of the casinos here in Las Vegas, wrote down what tables they had, minimums, maximums, rules, everything, and we put that out on the website. So please go check that out. It took us a lot of time and effort to do that, so we really appreciate it if you go check it out and look at it. Now, it's good to see that people are here and they're asking questions. Thank you guys so much for that. Really good to see everyone here. I will go through the chat at the end of this video, so that way we could do it all at once and I can answer all of the questions. Okay, so and next up is, how do games obtain their edge? So again, the casino makes their money through the house edge. And when you're inventing a new table game, you have to think about the house edge that your game has. One of the reasons why you need to hire a mathematician. So the blackjack house edge is gained. This is how the blackjack gets their house edge, is because the dealer goes last. So the players bust and they lose before they reach the dealer's hand, and the dealer has the chance to lose. So that's how blackjack gets its 0.5% house edge, is because the dealer goes last. Now, on free bet blackjack, the way they make their house edge is if the dealer, or is because the dealer pushes on 22. So because the dealer pushes on 22, that's how that game gets their house edge. On Ultimate Texas Hold'em, the way that game gets its house edge is the player must make a mandatory ante and bonus wager. So they're making 2 wagers. And if the player loses, they lose both of their wagers. But if they win, they only win one of them and the other one pushes. So this is how Ultimate Texas Hold'em gets their house edge. Now, again, you're going to need a mathematician. The mathematician will review your game and the table rules that you wrote down for it, and they'll help you figure out what your house edge is and what numbers are relevant to your game. So when you're trying to figure this out, you want your house edge to be in the sweet spot of around 4%. And try not to go over 7%. If you go over 7%, that's too high and people just won't like the game. You can fiddle with the rules of the game until you get the house edge that you want. Again, hire a mathematician for this. Now, if you are looking for a mathematician and you need a referral, Vegas Aces can provide a referral for you. So please let us know. Heather at vegas-aces.com. For more information on inventing a new table game, check out the 2 books that we have linked in the description below. They will give you more details on what we talked about, as well as other things that we didn't talk about. And let's go to our viewers, our chat. Let's see what you guys are saying in there. Let's answer some questions. And then that does it for today's video. So let's see what everyone is saying in here. And good to see everyone. Hi, Thomas. Hey, Mr. Chad. Hey, Sean. Cool. Thomas. Okay. So this is a good question. How long does it take typically to get it from idea to a casino, for example? And this could take a minimum a year, and maximum, I mean, it could go on for a while, 5 years, 10 years. Now, the typical average, what's normal, what's average? Well, first, let me say that when you're putting your new casino game into a casino, only 1% of inventors, and I hate to dissuade anyone, but only 1% of inventors actually get their game into a casino and make it big to the point where it's similar to 3-card poker or high card flush or one of those games. So it's hard to get your game into a casino. So it might take some time. On average, it could take anywhere from 3 years to 5 years, I would say. Minimum 1 year, because again, you're inventing a product. So there's a lot involved: math, marketing. You actually have to create the design of your table layout. You have to print the table layout. You have to do your rack cards, print your rack cards. You do want promotional videos, because promotional videos are much easier to show casino managers, especially if they're, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute. And that's an easy way to get your game into the casino. So it takes time to do all of this stuff. And I would say a minimum 1 year, but average 3 to 5 years. Okay, so let's see what else you guys are saying. And sorry for the shaky camera. Let me just change that real quick. There we go. Let's see. Mr. Chad, have you ever thought about trying to design a game yourself? So Vegas Aces is in the process of inventing a new table game. We are in the process of going through and doing our logo and doing all that fun stuff. You will see it on the website eventually when we get it up and going and we have the video done for it and everything. But we are going through that process as well. So I can't disclose anything at the moment because we are not ready, but we are in that process. Okay, so next up, let's see, Bakra Boss. Hey, I need your help. I'm inventing a table game right now. Well, if you need any help, if you need any consulting, anything like that, we're here to help you. So email me at heather@vegas-aces.com. You could find that in the link. You could find a link to that in the description below, and we will help you through the process. We will get everything you need to put your game in the casino. Okay. You guys are awesome too. Thank you. Domestic. Did the war game, which you've done a few tournaments with, ever get picked up by any casino? Bluff, I think you're talking about. So Bluff is one of our clients. Unfortunately, that game was ready for the casino right at the start of the pandemic, right when all the casinos shut down. So it's in status at the moment. We're waiting to see if we could find someone interested. Thing is because of the pandemic, less casinos are looking than normal. So it's a little more harder than normal to get your game in a casino right now because of the pandemic, because the casinos are just trying to survive at the moment. There are still casinos looking. Another one of our clients just put his casino game into another casino, and we have 2 more casinos that are interested in putting his game in. So we're not saying that it's completely dried up. It's just a little harder than normal. Oh, wow. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you very, very much for that, Thomas. Really do appreciate the super chat. Love your dress. Give us your best Halloween story. Fantastic. Best Halloween story. Let's see here. Okay. Here's one. I don't know if it's my best one, but it's one. So people wear all sorts of Halloween costumes and everything in the casino, and they come up with some really, really crazy designs and really crazy costumes. Some of them are funny. Some of them are raunchy. Some of them are, really sexy and everything. Well, when I was working at one of the casinos, I don't know if I could say their name. I probably shouldn't. When I was working at a casino, for Halloween, one of the customers came in and she was wearing a saran wrap dress. So yes, you heard me right, saran wrap, like clean wrap, that you would normally use for food. She wrapped that around her body a couple times like it was a dress, and she had nothing else on. So no underwear, no bra, no nothing. She looked good. So it wasn't, bad to look at. But she walked around like that in the casino for a while, and all of the security guards that saw her, they would be like, I don't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking the opposite way. Don't know what you're talking about. And finally, one of the female security guards saw her and got really mad and everything and threw her out. But that was a pretty interesting Halloween dress. Halloween in Las Vegas is very interesting, to say the least. And when people say that most women wear, when they wear a costume, it's always like a sexy costume. Well, that's 100% when you go down on the strip for Halloween. So if you're like on Halloween and you're walking down the strip, you probably won't know who a visitor is and who is one of those people that are like, hey, come take a picture for $2 for a tip. You won't be able to tell the difference. It'll be all of those women looking good. So, I hope that helped, Thomas. Let me know if that worked for you. Let me know if that was a good Halloween story. If not, we will try to come up with another Halloween story. But you were right. We got a Halloween dress right here in the Halloween spirit. So, love Halloween. Let's see what else you guys are saying real fast. And again, if you have any inventions or anything that you need help with, go ahead, email me at heather@vegas-aces.com, and we will help you through the process. Thomas, how long should a game take to play? 1 to 2 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes? Good question. Fantastic. Okay. So you don't want a long game. You don't want to invent a table game that has multiple rounds or that takes a long time to get through one hand. So in a casino, we have something called hands per hour. In blackjack, casino dealers are specifically asked to do between, depending on the casino, 400 and 500 hands per hour on blackjack. If you're on roulette, it's typically 60 spins per hour, or on craps, it's 60 roll of the dice per hour. So you want to think about that when creating the game. You don't want something that takes a long time and you're only getting like 5 hands per hour or something crazy like that. So also something to think about, you want it to go nice, easy, smooth, fast, and you don't want it to take up too much of your time. As more new table games pop up, do you think blackjack will disappear? I see fewer blackjack tables in Black Hawk, Colorado now. There's a good chance. There is a good chance that blackjack will disappear. And the reason why I say that is because blackjack is fairly new. The original blackjack, which I cannot pronounce the name, it's French, and I will butcher it, but that wasn't really popular. I mean, it's been around since 1600s, I'm guessing. It's been around for a while, but it wasn't really big. It didn't get big until Ed Thorpe released his book, How to Beat the Dealer, and people started card counting. Then blackjack blew up and became huge. So there are other games that have been around a lot longer. Pai Gow has been around forever. Dice, not craps specifically, but dice have been around forever. Baccarat is is a pretty old game. So there are games that have been around for a long time. Roulette. Roulette is one of those games where it's like 2 or 3 of the old games mixed in, mashed up together to create roulette. And that's been around for a while. So these games, all of our basic games, our standard core games, have been around for a while and will continue to be around for a while. But new games are going to be popping up all the time. And that's because people like new stuff. They like something new and different and fresh and something fun to play. And if people are going to keep having ideas for new table games, then casinos are going to be putting those new table games in there for a while. So, and this is a brand new thing too, by the way, carnival games. So when I refer to new table games, these are also called carnival games by the casino or by the dealers. And carnival games have only been around for 20, 30, 40 years, something like that. They haven't been around a long time in the history of gambling and the history of table games. They're pretty brand new. But I think they're a great idea, and it's fun to have new table games, and I think they're going to be around for a while. Of course, COVID-19 may change things. We will see, but that is my opinion. Let's see what else everyone is saying. Oh, cool. I love that. Oh, I'm so glad you liked this story. Awesome. Thank you. And vodka tonic. Definitely. I was tempted, but no. Keep it simple, silly. Okay, and again, apologies for the flapping video. I'll have it more stable next time. If you guys have any questions that I didn't answer, or if you're watching this later on and it's past the live stream, please feel free to put your question in the comments below and I will answer it later on. That does it for today's live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Join us at 3 p.m. because I'm going to be doing a live stream with Mike Shackelford at The Odds Must Be Crazy at 3 p.m. So please join me. And until then, we will see you guys on the next live stream. And just a reminder, we do a live stream every Monday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, this is Heather Ferris with Vegas Aces, reminding you that education can change the world. Have a good day, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.